students. My name is Alpa Rupala, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology, Computer Department. Welcome to the lecture series of Mobile Computing and Wireless Communication. Unit number 3, Subtopic Mobile IP. Topics to be covered in this lecture. First of all, how mobile IP works. In that, we will discuss discovery process, registration process and tunneling process in very much of detail. So we have already learned in our previous lecture this architecture of mobile IP, in which server X is a sender right now who is sending data to some mobile node A, which is the node of the home network for A, but right now it is roaming in another foreign network B. So suppose this mobile node A is over here. Now the server X is having home address of your mobile node A. So according to home address, it will verify the network address of it, right? And after verifying network address, it will directly go to the home agent for the data transmission to mobile node A. But how this home agent will identify that my node is currently in a home network or foreign network? How it will identify it that currently it is in a home network or foreign network? So ultimately there is basically three process. The first one is discovery process, second one is registration process, and third one is tunneling process. So we are looking for first process, that is discovery process. So first of all, your network need to identify that whatsoever nodes are in their environment, they are of the home agent nodes or foreign agent nodes. For that particular fundamental, whenever any new node is coming in a network, at that time, whether it is a home or foreign, we are not considering any of the network or router environment. At that time, mobile node will have, or your router will send the particular message which is known as advertisement message. Now, if we talk about what is the advertisement message, so the advertisement message is a kind of message in which there will be the one request message of to the your mobile node to send the IP address or home address of the mobile node. So in the response, your mobile node will send the IP address of home or its own. So now the task of your agent, or you can say router, is what? Now it will compare. It will compare own network address and the mobile node given network address. Ultimately, the IP address is containing network address and node address. So the prefix of your IP address, that is the network address. So now router will verify or compare the mobile node's IP address and IP address, network address and its own network address. If both matches, then this particular new mobile node is a home node. If it does not match, then this particular mobile node is a foreign node. So ultimately, the discovery process is to find out that the new coming node is home node or foreign node. If it is a home node, then the router will does nothing. But if it is a mobile node, then the router will send the care of address with its own network address. The router will send the care of address with its own network address to the mobile node, and it will send that message to mobile node as a care of address of that particular mobile node. So this process is known as the discovery process. Now, the next process is registration after the discovery process, your particular node will have the knowledge about it that it is in a foreign network. It is not in a home network. It will identify that it is in a foreign network. So the task of your mobile node now is what? To send or to register itself the care of address of it to the home network or the home agent. So ultimately, now registration process is what? Your mobile node will register the care of address to the home agent. This is what your registration process. But the registration process is not directly done. As soon as the care of address is can be sent, with that care of address there is another form of digital signature is also being sent. Now what is the requirement of sending the digital signature? Because the security concern is here. If any of the hacking node will send or any of the intruder will directly identify itself as a care of address, then all the data which should be transmitted to the actual mobile node will be redirected to the intruder. So ultimately, we require some security fundamental or authentication fundamental, and that authentication fundamental will be done according to the HMAC MD5 hashing algorithm with the 128-bit secret key. This both algorithm and 128-bit secret key combinedly produce the digital signature. Now this digital signature will be sent with the care of address and home address to the actual home agent. So your actual home agent right now is having basically three parameters. It comprises the registration lifetime, what the lifetime, at what amount of lifetime it want to be registered as a foreign network, then after home address of it and care of address of it, and with this all fundamental the digital signature, just because to provide the security so that our data cannot be hacked. So the registration process is very much of simple. Here are the step of registration process. Step 1, the mobile node will send data to the foreign agent of the care of address and digital signature information. That foreign node will or foreign agent will send the data, same data to the home agent. Now home agent can accept that request or can reject that request according to the digital signature comparison. If both are identical, then it will be accepted. If it is not identical, then it will be rejected. So the home agent will verify and accept and reject the request according to it. Then after, the home agent send the registration reply to the foreign agent after updating the routing table. The routing table now will have the column of the care of address for particular home agent. So now you get idea that what is the routing table and how your home agent will identify that your particular node which is having or which the any another user sender wants to send the data to it is in a home network or foreign network. If the routing table is having care of address, then it is in a foreign network. If the routing table is not having care of address, then it is in a home network. So if the routing table, after the routing table is updated, then after, the reply message is sent to the foreign node, and foreign node will send the reply message to the actual mobile node. So this is the whole registration process. Then after, next process is tunneling and encapsulation. Already we have discussed that your server X who wants to send data to the mobile node A will send the data into the form of packets. Now packet will have the sender address and destination address. So right now the destination address which is known to your server X is the home address. So according to it, it will send data to the prefix network location, which is the home agent location. Okay, so all the data packets from the sender server X to the receiver home agent HA will be sent into the packet with the proper header information, where server X is the sender and home agent is the receiver, or home address is the receiver. So at the time of home agent receiving the packets, firstly it will check for the device or your mobile network is currently in a home network or foreign network. If it is in a home network, then it will directly send the data. But if it is in a foreign network, after checking the routing table, now the task of your home agent will be differ. What is the next task? So the task is encapsulation process, sending data by encapsulating it. And that encapsulation is again known as IP within IP encapsulation, because now your home agent will be the sender and the foreign agent will be the receiver. Okay, home agent will be the sender and foreign agent will be the receiver. So the sender and receiver process will take form like this. Look here, this is correspondent node, that is the server X. Now server X is sending data to home agent with the original IP packet, in which here it is the payload which is having the actual data of yours. Then after, here it is the source and here it is the destination. Source will have the server X address and destination will have the home agent address. Okay, so this node or this particular packet will be transferred to the foreign agent using tunnel. That's why it is also known as the tunneling process. But this is the header information, home agent and but yes, this is the IP within IP encapsulation, in which your payload will be right now the original IP packet. Now this whole IP packet will be considered as the payload. This is your payload whole IP packet. Now on this payload, again header information will be considered, that is home address and care of address. Home address and care of address. Now this header is having sender is home address and receiver is care of address. So according to it, foreign agent will receive this particular packet. Now foreign agent task is to identify that this particular packet is for the home network node or is for the foreign network node. How it will identify? It will be identified by the frame structure or packet structure, which is having the protocol structure is equals to 4. Then it is the IP within IP encapsulated packet. If it is the IP within IP encapsulation, then the extra header will be discarded by the foreign agent and the remaining portion or your original IP packet will be sent to your mobile node. Okay, so this is the process of tunneling and IP within IP encapsulation. So what I was talking about it that how the foreign agent will identify that this is the IP within IP encapsulation. So look for it. Here it is the payload or packet structure. So your first payload, which is the actual data with the original IP, this is the old IP information, header information. This is the old IP header information, in which source address is the original sender address and destination address will be the home address. Now header checksum will have the error control mechanism, extra parity bits, protocol value, it can be anything according to your requirement. Then time to leave, that means for how amount of time this packet should be delivered successfully. Fragment offset, if the payload is a larger amount of, then we need to cut the payload or we need to divide the actual data into the parts, and that part can be considered as the fragment. and this fragment offset will identify that it is a fragmented packet or unfragmented packet. If it is a fragmented packet, then at what sequence place your packet should be. Actually, your sequence number. This is the first packet of your actual data, second packet of your actual data, or third packet of actual data. The flag information will identify that this packet is further divisible or not. We can divide or we can further have the fragments after this particular packet or not. Then identification, a unique identifier number, total length of your packet, then type of service, obviously QoS services, then IP header length. What header length is having to your packet, and the version is IPv4 versioning, so that's why it is the version 4. So this header is having another header information, and that header information is having the source agent and destination address. The source address is the home address and destination address is the care of address. Now the protocol value will be 4. This is helping your foreign agent to identify that your protocol is of, that your packet is of IP within IP or not. If the protocol value is equals to 4, then this is the IP within IP, and this particular new IP header will be discarded, and this original packet will be sent to your mobile network. So this is the basic mobile IP working with the detail of the discovery process, registration process and tunneling process. Thank you. We will meet in our next lecture.